Only 4,985 pounds. Exceptionally lightweight considering the size of this thing. This is a, I don't know, 27-foot box, probably about 30-foot tip to tail sunset trail. Rear bath, couples camp, and super slide travel trailer just came in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. They just upgraded something with dual opposing slides. It's got, at the time of this filming, a couple hiccups, some of which we are addressing, some of which we are still diagnosing. So a quick little rundown of this so you know what we're getting into. The tires look okay, but they are the original tires, so they're probably approaching a point where they're aging off. Whether that matters to you or not probably depends on if you plan to tow or mostly park the camper. The awning is a manual awning. We notice it doesn't really want to come out, so we're going to diagnose what that is, and what we do with that kind of is it's up in the air, depends on what we find. We also have found that we're not getting any 12 volt into the RV unless it's plugged into shore power. But it is getting 12 volt when it's plugged into shore power. So what that means is the converter's working, but it's working full time. And what that probably means is where those battery wires go into the body of the RV, there's a couple things there called a relay. Those relays probably just need replaced. They look pretty corroded, but we will most definitely have that 12 volt issue resolved or in process by the time you give our team here at Haylett RV a call. So keep in mind, we're going to make sure that we get this thing in good camping shape before it leaves. And if you need more information on any of those things that we went out of our way to tell you about, which a lot of people won't, then definitely give our team a call and we'll obviously shoot you straight. Now, it's a pretty conventional, classic, lightweight living room here. I do like how they've got the bathroom split up. We'll see that in a minute. And overall, it looks all right in here. I have a feeling this is an RV that spent most of its time parked in one place and not towed a whole heck of a lot. And what is kind of confirming that for me is that the folks swapped this out for an opposing rear slide non-lightweight trailer. So I don't think towing and weight was a concern for them. I think they just wanted space and a place to park it. And this is a peculiar kitchen arrangement, but at the same time, it also works. It's very different. Now, quick note here. That is not the original refrigerator. That is not a gas and electric RV refrigerator. That is a 110 only, meaning park power only refrigerator. Again, I'm pretty sure this RV was not towed a great deal. Raised panel hardwood cabinet doors, looking pretty good in this thing. And I love that lighter color of yesteryear. And I love how it's finding its way back into the RV industry. And tons of lower cabinet space over here. The microwave's in an odd spot, but I think it's because they're intending it to be down where it's easy to reach. And this was made before everybody had all kinds of crazy flat screens. So that's actually our TV spot up there. Now, we do have central air, we have central heat, and overall the cabinetry, the soft goods look good. I don't see where the RV's ever had leaks. So I think it got the maintenance that it needed, but occasionally there are just extra things like we're trying to figure out what that awning is going on. Now, the issue with the 12 volt and the relays, I think because this was plugged into park power the whole time, and the converter took over to give them 12 volt, just like our lights and our fans, if you didn't know, these are 12 volt objects. Well, they're obviously working, so the folks probably just didn't know the difference. There's storage below the bed and the dinette with some easy access drawers you see there, and our pantry is right here against this wall, which is a little bit different arrangement. A lot of times pantries you have to go long ways into them, and this is an easier access pantry. Now, the bathroom, like the kitchen, is a little bit unconventional, but there's definitely aspects of it I like. You can see we have a standing shower on the left over here, but I love that dedicated linen cabinet right here in the bathroom. Another thing that is very cool is, if you're looking right now, you're not seeing the toilet. We've got a shower and sink room, and then we have a sliding privacy door to the toilet room. And that's a little different, but I actually like it a lot because somebody could be using the toilet in here and somebody else, you're not cutting off the entire bathroom. Somebody else could still get in here to wash their hands, brush their teeth, etc. It makes the RV a little more functional all the time. Swinging back forward here, we've got those slide side breeze windows and the exterior slide wall windows. They are jowlery style, meaning they tilt open for airflow. Now up front here, this is something that you first saw done way back in the days of classic Fleetwood RVs, that like split open middle bedroom door. And what's interesting is what is old is becoming new again. You're seeing designs like this utilized in things like the Keystone Passport and Cougar series today. And I love it because it kind of makes the whole living room look and feel a bit larger without really making anything bigger, because just your perception of negative space is enhanced. You see how there's the dual drawers there below the bed, and there is an absolutely massive pass-through storage going under this front bed area here. It is easily one of the largest front pass-through compartments I've ever seen. Now you might have wondered, what was that kind of silvery housing enclosure there on the right side of that pass-through? You might notice there's no propane tanks on the front of this camper, kind of like a fifth wheel. This has a propane enclosure door over here on the driver's side. Very unusual for travel trailers, but as you've seen, there's not a lot about this RV that you would call conventional. The protective slide awning looks like it's done a good job of keeping that slide protected. I don't really see any, I haven't found any delamination or anything like that on the RV. If you see the sun's blaring right against the nose right now, so something you can't see. And this is a good indicator that we are good people to work with here at Haylett RV, because we'll go out of our way to tell you exactly what you're looking at. The front wall, this front nose of the RV is it's a little crinkled. And someone's going to say, oh, that's delaminated. No, it's not, because the front wall of this is not laminated. There cannot be delam without lam in the first place, logically, which is not a industry term. That's just a goofy thing that I came up with just now. Anyway, my point is, that is from the times where this RV was towed, and it's from twisting torsional stress. So I'm not sure. I think this RV might have gone through a couple phases in its life. It is an all aluminum structure. It is not six-sided laminated. It is heavy use of lamination to keep the weight of the RV down. And you can see we do have an enclosed heated belly. Doesn't make it 4 seasons, makes this an extended season camper. So a little bit earlier in spring, a little bit later in fall. Another thing that's making me think this was part kept is if you look up top, you see they added a Max Air vent cover over that bathroom vent. But you can also see it's a little cruddy. In my experience, this time of year in the Midwest, where people park camp and there tends to be a lot of trees, the roofs of RVs tend to get kind of gummed up. People will tend to do a once in the spring or maybe once in the fall kind of wash down, and it doesn't look like that's happened yet. Now, I haven't gotten up close and personal with this thing yet. The RV looks like it's been cleaned and conditioned regularly, but it has been stored outside. So these decals have definitely absorbed some UV rays. You can see there is a measure of fading. There is a little bit of dry cracking on some of those. I'm not going to, again, smoke screen you into anything, and I don't know what I just tripped over. I just tripped over something against the building here, so hopefully the camera work didn't suffer that badly. I tell you guys, it's not easy to keep the camera pointed at something while talking about it and watch where you're walking. There's a lot going on over here you may not realize. Anyway, let me get you a good look at the tires. Like I said, they don't show any signs of weather checking. They don't show any bad wear patterns, but these are the original tires. So, and now you see this little green spot on here, how it doesn't persist all the way around. That is another indicator that this RV sat parked in one spot for a long time. So I think it's gone through a couple owners. I think the first owner was a tower and a goer, and then I think whoever owned it after that had it in a one-spot parking place where they just used it until they traded it in today. So that's the best I can figure, but I'm pretty good at figuring this stuff out. I've been doing it a long time now, and I'm pretty good at looking at an RV and saying, talk to me, Goose. You know, what's your story here? So give us a call, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, there's a couple things we're getting figured out on this. There's a couple things we're fixing, but by the time you give us a call, there's a good chance that we'll have those things resolved or in process or have more information for you. Either way, all we ask for is a fair opportunity to earn your business in return for being fair to you. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.